turn around and I see the shooter standing there in position with the rifle, moving it towards me.
It was the moment Rabbi Yisroel Goldstein came face to face with evil.
It wasn't just a shooting, it was a massacre.
I felt like I was in a movie or in a dream or something.
8-year-old Noya Dahan saw her rabbi get shot.
And I wanted to dodge, to do something, and the bullets started to fly. So I tried to cover myself.
Tried to block the bullets?
Tried to block it. Go know what to do. And that's where my finger got shot out.
2 of his fingers are like off. They're off. And he's like gushing blood and stuff.
I was centimeters away from death, literally.
Her father, Yisroel Dahan, was just feet away.
I flipped the table and started yelling like crazy.
In an estimated 30 seconds of terror, John Ernest, a 19-year-old who had studied nursing, allegedly attacked the Chabad of Poway in the middle of Sabbath services. 3 people were wounded but would survive. 60-year-old Lori Gilbert Kay would not. Shot just feet away from Rabbi Goldstein.
He hates Jews. This is pure anti-Semitism.
Police now calling this a hate crime, the latest in a rising number of attacks motivated by race or religion. And law enforcement today revealing it got a tip minutes before the attack, but it was too late.
Getting another caller who stated there's a shooting at the synagogue, then disconnected.
It was a little after 11 a.m. when police say the shooter entered the synagogue.
They're saying it's a white male in the front of the synagogue.
The gunman firing off about 10 rounds in total. Almog parents was frantically trying to get Noya and the other kids to safety.
I ran for open the door, is more shoot. Is shot me here, I know feel. For the second I know.
You got shot but you didn't feel it.
I know feel, I take the gear, one here. After I open the door, I take the Noya and I take all the kids. And you have a small gate. I open the small gate and I tell them all the kids run.
How many kids did you gather up and run with?
All the kids, like 20.
The AR-15 style rifle purchased just the day before.
We're gonna have 2 victims from gunshot wounds.
With the gunman firing, Oscar Stewart didn't think, he just ran.
I take about 2 steps and I just turn around and go the other way. I took off in a sprint as fast as I can go. I ran towards the lobby where the gunshots were coming from. The look on his face was one of dread as I'm coming at him. He drops his weapon.
It's possible the gunman's weapon then malfunctioned.
I yelled, "I'm gonna kill you." I chased him out, so I chased him to his vehicle. He gets in the car, he raises the weapon, and I took with all my force. I hit the side of the car with all my might.
Stewart says at this point, Jonathan Morales, an off-duty Border Patrol agent and congregant, also joined in.
He comes out and I hear him say, "Fall back, I have a gun," and then he lets off 5 rounds at the car. It's still parked, and at this point, we ran out of ammunition. The car starts to go, and we both take the license plate number down.
The men ran back inside to survey the damage he'd done. The rabbi shot, and congregant Lori Kay lying on the floor.
We proceed to start doing CPR on her.
At what point did Howard, Laurie's husband, turn up?
Howard's a physician, so I jumped up and I went and got the AED. He says, "I'm not getting a pulse, I'm not getting a pulse." So he reaches over and looks at Laurie, and then that's when he realized it was his wife.
The whole time he's working on his
right,
wife,
he didn't know
realize
who she was. He passes out, he faints.
So here I got Howard laying on the floor. I have Lori, and then Hannah comes running out.
Hannah's their daughter.
Their daughter, the only daughter, and watching both of her parents down.
Their loss fully realized, but a mile and a couple of minutes later, police stop the shooter.
We're code 4 here at the scene of the vehicle. We got an AR-15, a couple of loaded 30-round mags inside the vehicle.
Suspect pulled over, jumped out of his car with his hands up, and was immediately taken into custody.
But for the other victims, the scars still remain.
It goes back here. It didn't go straight like that. It went in like that.
Is there one image that you can't get out of your head?
When he's looking me.
And you made eye contact.
Look at me and you want to shot me like that, that's in my face.
You can't forget.
I try to forget, but it's all the time coming.
Tonight, the suspect is being charged with 1 count of murder aggravated by a hate crime and 3 counts of attempted murder. In a statement, the shooter's family said that to our great shame, he is now part of the history of evil that has been perpetrated on Jewish people for centuries. Our son's actions were informed by people we do not know and ideas we do not hold. They say he comes from a family that rejected hate. He was a straight-A student who lived at home.
In 2017, we saw the largest single-year increase of anti-Semitic incidents across the country. This was the first time ever we saw anti-Semitic incidents in all 50 states.
Investigators are still scouring the shooter's social media. It seems he was radicalized on the dark web. A man claiming to be the alleged shooter posted an open letter online on 8chan, wishing death on all Jews, writing that he wanted to kill as many as he could.
The radicalization and recruitment that individuals go through absolutely has an online component. The sharing of a manifesto, the discourse with other individuals who may believe in a similar ideology, and unfortunately the offline component, whether it's the acquisition of the weapon, the ammunition, and other components that played a part in this attack, are where this individual's warped ideology meets a real-life act of terrorism.
The statistics show us that we have a societal failure with a rampant number of mass attacks.
Michael Masters directs a Homeland Security initiative that focuses on safety in Jewish American communities.
Does anything about this gunman's profile make him similar to other or previous attacks?
Well, I think we're still learning a lot about the individual, but from what we know, that he was able to purchase a firearm and move to an active attack so quickly is a trend that we're increasingly seeing.
In the past year, there have been an increasing number of attacks on places of worship. Just a week ago, bombs ripped through Christian churches in Sri Lanka, killing over 250 people on Easter Sunday. And last month, a gunman attacking several mosques in Christchurch, New Zealand, killing 49 people. The shooter in Poway claimed to be inspired by that attack and bragged about setting fire to a mosque near San Diego. And just 6 months ago, at the Tree of Life synagogue in Pittsburgh, 11 people were killed.
Both Jews and Muslims continue to be the highest numbers of religious groups that are the targets of hate and violence, and this is really a troubling trend.
We find ourselves very much in the same situation of needing to stand with each other against those who would consider us to be outliers.
In the past 2 years, the resources devoted to preventing and intervening in the process of radicalization have been decimated, and that's going in the wrong direction.
In Poway, the FBI did receive a tip about the shooter just 5 minutes before he opened fire. But for Laurie Gilbert Kay, it would be too late.
It is so unfair to this young woman to have to lose her life when she came to synagogue to memorialize her mother. She's one of those people who call up 2 o'clock in the morning, she will be there.
Tonight, a synagogue torn apart by hate, now united by grief.
So I have this. There's there's a piece of bullet.
And for little Noya, her scars a reminder of what she and far too many children like her have endured.
Do you feel safe here, Noya?
Well, I don't really feel safe because this is not the first and definitely not the last time this is gonna happen. So now I just know to watch out and stuff for dangerous things to happen.
For Nightline, I'm Matt Gutman in Poway, California.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.